there was something that made the night in Boston feel different. It wasn't just because thousands of armies filled the stadium. It wasn't just because the name BTS was echoing from the stage once again. And it wasn't merely because the 7 members were finally standing together before a sea of fans who had been waiting for them. That night, the audience's attention was repeatedly drawn to one figure, Kim Taehyung. From the moment BTS's performance began, V's presence became a major talking point among fans. Every time the camera focused on his face, the crowd's response grew louder. Every small movement, expression, and smile, even his interactions with ARMY, seemed to hold a unique allure. And interestingly, that attention wasn't limited to moments when Taehyung was at the center stage. Even in simple moments, whether he was just walking, smiling, waving, or gazing out at the audience, thousands of people responded with incredible enthusiasm. This is what made the BTS concert in Boston a night that left a lasting impression on fans. Hello ARMYs around the world, and welcome back to K-pop News. If you've been following BTS's concert tour, the night in Boston is certainly a moment worth noting. Beyond the grandeur of the stage production and the members' performances, there were many small moments that stole the spotlight and became hot topics among fans on social media. And one name that came up most frequently was Taehyung. As the stadium lights began to dim, the atmosphere inside the venue shifted dramatically. Thousands of armies, who had been waiting in anticipation, prepared to welcome BTS's arrival. The glow of light sticks filled the audience area. The sound of chatter turned into cheers. Then, the opening music began to play. In a matter of seconds, the atmosphere of anticipation transformed into an explosion of energy. Fans stood up, screamed, and welcomed BTS with tremendous enthusiasm. When the 7 members finally appeared together, the sound from every corner of the stadium seemed to merge into one. That is one of the true strengths of a BTS concert. It didn't take long for them to electrify the atmosphere. Yet, as the performance unfolded, one thing became increasingly apparent. Taehyung possessed the ability to command attention without needing to do anything over the top. The stadium cameras frequently projected his face onto the giant screens. And whenever that happened, the audience's response was immediate. Roars of excitement filled the venue once more. For fans inside the stadium, such moments might have lasted only a few seconds. Yet, for those recording them, these brief clips became the very content that would later circulate widely across social media. Fancams of Taehyung began to pop up everywhere. Video snippets from various angles were shared and reshared by fans. Some showed his expressions as he listened to other members sing. Others captured his smile while interacting with the crowd. There were even recordings showing how he moved across the stage, with a style that appeared relaxed yet utterly captivating. This is what got many fans talking about one thing in particular: Taehyung's stage presence. He didn't always have to be the center of attention to make people notice him. Sometimes, it was precisely when he appeared calm, with the camera capturing his expression and the audience witnessing his reactions firsthand, that his allure felt strongest. For many armies, this quality is what made Taehyung's performances feel unique. He could deliver immense energy when a song demanded it, yet simultaneously create quieter, more intimate moments through simple expressions and interactions. In Boston, that combination was on full display. Taehyung seemed to be thoroughly enjoying the show. He moved from one side of the stage to the other, responding to fans, waving, and making sure to acknowledge different sections of the stadium. His attention wasn't fixed on just one spot. Instead, he seemed to be making an effort to reach out to the entire audience. And for armies seated far from the main stage, such interactions held special significance. When an idol looks toward the stands, waves, or simply flashes a smile, that moment can feel deeply personal to the fans witnessing it. That is why many fans do not come simply to listen to BTS's songs. They come for the experience. They want to feel the concert atmosphere firsthand. They want to see how the 7 members interact with one another. And, of course, they want to take home memories they can cherish for years to come. However, the attention focused on Taehyung didn't mean the other BTS members were left out of the spotlight. In fact, one of the concert's most compelling aspects was how all 7 members maintained a balance as a group. Each member brought their own unique stage persona. Some performed with high energy. Others delivered emotional moments. Some enlivened the atmosphere through audience interaction. And there were moments of playful banter that gave the concert a more relaxed vibe. All of this created a dynamic that ensured the performance never felt monotonous. Their chemistry was another element that was instantly palpable. They were far more than just 7 singers sharing a stage. Their interactions revealed a bond forged over many years. When one member spoke, the others reacted. When someone cracked a joke, the others laughed along. And when a member was in the spotlight, the others continued to show their support. It was these little things that made the concert feel so natural. For ARMY, these spontaneous moments often turned out to be the most memorable. After all, not everything can be scripted. Laughter would erupt spontaneously. Candid expressions were captured on camera. Brief interactions unfolded in the blink of an eye. Yet, precisely because they were unscripted, these moments fostered a deeper connection with the fans. At the same time, the sheer quality of BTS's performance was a crucial factor in making the night so memorable. A concert is about more than just who gets the most attention. The overall stage production played a major role. Lighting shifted to match the mood of each song. Large screens created visuals that enhanced the performance. The choreography was executed with precision. And the members' vocals were central to keeping the concert's energy alive. All these elements combined to create an experience that transcended a mere musical performance. And when these elements met the enthusiastic response of thousands of ARMY, the stadium atmosphere transformed into something truly difficult to capture in a video recording. Yet interestingly, despite the massive scale of the stage production, fans still find room to notice the finer details. One such detail is Taehyung's expressions. For many fans, his facial expressions are a major highlight of his live performances. The way he gazes out while singing specific parts, the subtle smiles that appear mid-performance, his reactions to the other members, the way he looks toward the audience. It all seems simple, but when captured perfectly on camera, these moments can transform into captivating video clips that instantly grab attention. It is no surprise that, following the concert, various clips of Taehyung become hot topics among ARMY. Some fans praise his performance. Others discuss his expressions and stage presence. Some even say they keep replaying certain segments because there is something compelling about him whenever he appears on screen. And this phenomenon is nothing new. Taehyung has long been known for his ability to command attention through the subtle details of his performance. He doesn't always need elaborate choreography or dramatic movements. Sometimes, simply standing in one spot and holding a specific expression is enough to capture the attention of thousands. However, the night in Boston demonstrated that this appeal becomes even more powerful when combined with the overall energy of a BTS concert. When the crowd is already buzzing with excitement, every appearance of a member on the big screen becomes a highly anticipated moment. And when it is Taehyung who appears, the roar of the crowd intensifies. For ARMY watching from home, the experience is certainly different. They cannot physically feel the vibrations of thousands of people screaming in unison. They cannot see the entire stadium from their seats. Yet, through fan cams, photos, and video clips shared by fans, that atmosphere still comes through. Social media becomes an extension of the concert itself. A video appears, then it gets shared. Other fans react. Another clip surfaces from a different angle. And in no time, a moment that initially lasted only a few seconds on stage evolved into a broader conversation among fans. Taehyung was one of the names that once again garnered significant attention. However, looking at the evening as a whole, there is a far more significant conclusion to be drawn.